पाश्चात्यादिशतारिणे
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा।
जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी।
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 जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी।
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 यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन।
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
ये राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी।
जय 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 गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन।
यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन।
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
ये राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी।
हरे कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Jai Radhe.
Jai Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra, Jai Radhe.
Jaya Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Jai Radhe.
Jai Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Jai Radhe.
Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram.
Jai Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram.
Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Jaya Srinivas Govinda, Jaya Srinivas Govinda, Srinivas Govinda, Jaya Srinivas Govinda.
Jaya Srinivas Govinda, Jaya Srinivas Govinda, Srinivas Govinda, Jaya Srinivas Govinda.
Jaya Prahlad Narasimha, Jaya Prahlad Narasimha, Prahlad Narasimha, Jaya Prahlad Narasimha.
Jaya Prahlad Narasimha, Jaya Prahlad Narasimha, Prahlad Narasimha, Jaya Prahlad Narasimha.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Bhakti Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिविचाकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद् स्वयं भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रीला प्रभुपाद की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 9, text number 28, 29 and 30. Shri Shuka Uvacha Iti Tesham Maharaja Suranam Upatishtatam Suranam Upatishtatam Pratityam Dishya Bhudavihi Shankha Chakra Gadadhara. Shri Shukovacha Iti Tesham Maharaja Suranam Upatishthata Pratityam Dishya Bhudavihi Shankha Chakra Gadadhara. Shri Shukovacha Iti Tesham Maharaja Suranam Upatishthata Pratityam Dishya Bhudavihi Shankha Chakra Gadadhara. Pratityam Dishya Bhudavihi Shankha Chakra Gadadhara. Iti Word to word meaning. Shri Shuka Vacha. Shri Shukadev Goswami said, Iti, thus, Tesham, of them, Maharaja, O king, Suranam, of the demigods, Upatishtatam, praying, Pratichyam, inside, Dishi, in the direction, Abhud, became, Avihi, visible. Shankha Chakra Gadadharaha, bearing the transcendental weapons, the conch shell, disc and club. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Sri Shukadev Goswami said, My dear king, when all the demigods offered him their prayers, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Hari, carrying his weapons, the conch shell disc and club, appeared first within their hearts and then before them. There is no purport, so I'll read the next verse by myself. Atmatulyai shodashabhir vina Srivatsa kaustubha paryupasitam unnidra shadadamburu hekshanam drishtva tam avano sarva ikshanahlada viklavaha dandavat patita rajan chaner utthaya tushtuvuhu. Translation. Surrounding and serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, were 16 personal attendants, decorated with ornaments and appearing exactly like him, but without the mark of Srivatsa and the Kaustubha jewel. O king, when all the demigods saw the Supreme Lord in that posture, smiling with eyes like the petals of the lotuses grown in the autumn, they were overwhelmed with happiness and immediately fell down like rods offering dandavats. Then they slowly rose and pleased the Lord by offering him prayers. Purport. In Vaikuntha Loka, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has 4 hands and decorations like the Srivatsa mark on his chest and the gem known as Kaustubha. These are special indications of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord's personal attendants and other devotees in Vaikuntha have the same features except for the Srivatsa mark and the Kaustubha gem. Please repeat the translation. Verse number 28. Sri Shukadev Goswami said, My dear king, when all the demigods offered him their prayers, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Hari, carrying his weapons, the conch shell, disc, and club, appeared first within their hearts and then before them. Next verse also, we will repeat the translation. Surrounding and serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, were 16 personal attendants, decorated with ornaments and appearing exactly like him, but without the mark of Srivatsa and the Kaustubha jewel. O king, When all the demigods saw the Supreme Lord in that posture, smiling with eyes like the petals of the lotuses grown in autumn, they were overwhelmed with happiness and immediately fell down like rods, offering dandavats. Then they slowly rose and pleased the Lord by offering him prayers. The sense of Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarane. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So in this chapter, appearance of demon Vritrasura. In just a few verses before, we saw how the demon Vritrasura appeared and under what conditions he appeared. Indra and all the devatas have lost their kingdom, so they are praying. We know the whole story, that how they got Vishvarupa as their priest to help them and win back their kingdom. And then Vishvarupa was secretly offering the ahutis in the sacrificial fire. He was offering oblations to please the devatas, to please the Supreme Lord on behalf of the devatas and also on behalf of the demons. So Indra becomes angry, and in a fit of anger he beheads Vishvarupa, kills him, and then Vishvarupa's father Twashta becomes very angry, and then Twashta starts a sacrifice where he intended to generate a personality who will be the demon of Indra and will kill Indra, but the reverse effect happens because he chanted the mantra long instead of chanting the mantra short. So because of that mistake, the personality arose a fearful demon who was supposed to be the enemy of Indra, but because of the mantra being chanted wrong, Indra becomes his enemy. And so Indra, we will see later in the next chapter how Indra will kill him. So when this demon Vritrasura appeared, he was very, very powerful, very fearful, very vast, very ghastly. It was like appearing as if the whole universe, the whole creation will come to an end. And so all the devatas they have no other option now but to seek shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So all the devatas are offering prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So they have just finished offering their prayers, and at this point of time, a wonderful thing has happened. The Supreme Personality of God personally appears. It's no ordinary thing. The Lord has appeared in His full form. So actually this chapter is called Appearance of Demon Vritrasura, and there is also the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari and Narayan. So these two verses are describing how the Lord has appeared. It says here, Abhud Avihi. Abhud means he became manifested, he became visible. Avihi. Avihi means he appeared. And how did he appear? He appeared first within their hearts, and then he appeared before them. This was the process of appearance. we have a very similar thing we see in Lord Krishna's appearance at the prison house of Kamsa in Mathura to Mother Devaki. Krishna also appeared in the same way. First he appeared in the heart of Vasudeva, then from the heart of Vasudeva he gets transferred to the heart of Devaki, and then he appears. So something very similar we are seeing here also. The Lord first appeared in the heart, and then the Lord manifested himself outside. And something similar we saw in Dhruva's also, when Dhruva was chanting the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Actually, the Lord appears first in his heart as a Paramatma. Dhruva could clearly see. And then suddenly his meditation on the Vishnu Murti broke. He was seeing Lord in his heart, and then it broke, and he was wondering where did the Lord disappear. And then he opened his eyes and he saw the Lord was right in front of him, standing in his beautiful form of Vishnu. So these Lord first appearing in the heart and then appearing, manifesting in front of the devotee is a very wonderful leela of the Lord. And the Lord appears like this to satisfy his devotees when his devotees are rendering pure devotional service. It's not an ordinary thing for the Lord to appear, it's an extraordinary thing. And here, how the Lord has appeared, he has not just appeared alone, like Prabhupada says, when the king goes, the king doesn't go alone, the king goes with his whole entourage. And so, here also the Lord has appeared with 16 more personal attendants. And there is only one difference between the Lord's appearance and the appearance of these 16 attendants. That is because in the Vaikuntha planet, everybody has features of Lord Vishnu, the four-handed form. But to distinguish between the Lord's associates, the Lord's devotees in the Vaikuntha, and the Lord himself, there has to be some demarcation that he is the Supreme Lord, because everybody there appears with four hands, with a helmet and with everything. So the differentiating factor is that the Lord has two features which none of his associates have in Vaikuntha. And what are those two features? He has the Srivatsa mark on his chest. Srivatsa is a curl of white hair on his chest. And he has the beautiful, valuable, magnificent Kaustubha gem, the jewel which hangs from which is suspended from his neck and which is hanging on his chest. So when he appeared, so surrounding and serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, were 16 personal attendants, decorated with ornaments and appearing exactly like him, but without the mark of Srivatsa and Kaustubha jewel. And all the devatas were so overwhelmed with happiness. Ikshana, by seeing the Lord, sarve ahlada, they were all filled with happiness. Ahlada means they were so happy. Imagine the Lord has appeared in front of them. And what happened? They were overwhelmed. Viklavaha, overwhelmed. And so in that state of happiness and overwhelming happiness, what did they do? Dandavat patitaha. Patitaha means they fell down and they offered dandavats to the Lord. And then they slowly utthaya, they slowly got up after offering dandavats. And once again they started tushtuvuhu, they started offering prayers. So they offered prayers, the Lord was pleased and satisfied, Lord appeared, and soon after that they offered the dandavats, and again they start offering, glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, with wonderful prayers. So here, as we see, this is a very momentous occasion that the Lord has appeared. It's no ordinary thing. The word used here is avihi. Avihi means he became visible. He appeared in front of them. So, this morning when we have those quotes of Srila Prabhupada going on in the main temple hall. And there Prabhupada is also writing that if one is chanting the Hare Krishna mantra very sincerely, very attentively, then the Lord will appear in front of the devotee. There are many places where Prabhupada says, but that chanting has to be like the Lord appearance is no extraordinary, it's an extraordinary event, it's not ordinary event. So similarly, and the Lord here appeared just by offering prayers. So actually, if we engage in bhakti, if we engage in our devotional service very sincerely, very seriously, it should be extraordinary bhakti. That is when the Lord will make his appearance. Prabhupada writes, in this human form of life, our goal should be to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. So for that, ordinary bhakti, it's an extraordinary bhakti. And if you see, the entire Bhagavatam is actually a scripture which is talking of pure bhakti. The beginning of Bhagavatam is Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. The entire Bhagavatam is a scripture of The entire Bhagavatam is a scripture dealing with pure devotional service. Dhruva, although he had a heart he had some material desires, but he took to the practice of devotional service that his spiritual master gave him very, very seriously. And just by chanting the mantra, the Lord appeared in front of him. Prahlad Maharaj also was seeing when he was asked by his father Hiranyakashipu, is the Lord there in the pillar? He said, yes, he is there, because Prahlad was seeing. Prahlad was also doing pure devotional service. So if we are engaged in this process of bhakti very seriously, then Avihi, Krishna, will appear. So Prabhupada writes, and in the Bhagavatam also many places it is said, that we should be engaged in intense devotional service, not just devotional service. Yesterday also we were discussing about this. Tivrena bhakti yogena. It is not just bhakti yogena, but tivrena bhakti yogena. So here, this is tivrena bhakti yogena. This is Lord Kapila. This is the prayer of Lord Kapila. These are the teachings of Lord Kapila to his mother Devahuti. And then here Prabhupada is translating Tivrena Bhakti Yogena like this. Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Manomai Arpitam Sthiram. Therefore, persons whose minds are fixed on the Lord engage in intensive practice of devotional service. That is the only means for attainment of the final perfection of life. So Kapila is talking about the final perfection in life, and there is only one means to attain the final perfection. So we should be actually hankering for this. I want the highest perfection. And there's only one means, that is Tivrena Bhakti Yogena, intensive practice of devotional service. Now, and if you see, all the chapters, all the stories in Srimad Bhagavatam are revolving around this. Bali Maharaj also, he practiced intense devotional service, because when the Lord, what was his intense devotional service that Bali Maharaj practiced? When the Lord came and he knew that everything is going away from his hand. The Lord came and asked him, now you have to give me, you've given me everything, now nothing is remaining. What will you give me? He offered himself also. And very happily he offered himself. You see the intense devotional service that Bali Maharaj did. And then the Lord blessed him. Bali Maharaj was not thinking, okay, if I give away everything, the Lord will bless me, so let me give away. No, he did not have any of those calculations. He just gave everything to the Lord, because he knows finally everything belongs to the Lord and life is meant for complete surrender to the Lord. So, as I was mentioning, that this is what the entire Bhagavatam is talking about. So there are some words, let us go through them. one by a few of them, which defines what is intense devotional service. Intense. We have heard the story of Sudama. Even Sudama's service was intense devotional service. He had so much of requirement. His wife had sent him to Lord Krishna. They had no food to eat. His children were starving. He was starving. The entire family was starving. But Sudama did not ask anything to the Lord. He just went to the Lord and with a very simple, humble offering. And we know the whole story, how the Lord blessed him. He just wanted bhakti to the Supreme Lord. Now there is one more Sudama. He is the florist Sudama. And he meets the Supreme Lord when Krishna and Balaram go to Mathura to fight Kamsa. When Akrura invites him, they go to Mathura, and there they meet many, many different people. So there at one point of time, this florist Sudama meets Krishna. And the florist welcomes him very nicely, and then he asks, the florist asks, "My dear Lord, please tell me, how will I please you? What can I do for you?" And because he was a florist, he offered 2 very beautifully woven, exquisite and very fragrant flower garlands to Lord Krishna. And Krishna and Balaram. So they were very pleased. Lord Krishna was very pleased with this florist's offering, pure offering. And at that time, Krishna asks him, "Okay, what do you want?" Actually, he was a florist. You can imagine, florist means a very humble person. He was just hardly having any possessions. And what did he ask? So here it is mentioned. Now, you have to choose what you want to ask. So what did he choose to ask? He asked, "Achalam bhaktim tasmin." He said, "I want your achala bhakti." Achala bhakti. So this is what his ask was. Achala bhakti means, chala means which moves, which shakes. Achala bhakti means which is unshakable devotion. So this should be our prayer to the Lord. Just like the simple ordinary man is able to make this prayer, he chose this kind of a prayer. "Lord, please bless me with achala bhakti. My faith, my devotion to you should never shake. I should eternally remain your servant." And further, he asks that I should serve all your devotees eternally. And then, because the Lord saw that, he could have asked so many material things, but his bhakti was unshakable, and he asks, "I just want to be your servant and serve your devotees." The Lord was so pleased that, just like in that story of Sudama, where he gave a big palace and mansion and blessed him with all the things, a very similar thing happens here also. The Lord granted Sudama not just being achala bhakti, but he granted him further all these things. He awarded him strength, long life, fame, beauty, and ever-increasing prosperity for his family. So you see, when we, so this is the bhakti, this is the kind of bhakti that we must be always practicing. Then, so in so many places, this is achala bhakti. Then, that famous Atma Rama verse that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also elaborated upon. Atma Ramaschu munayo nirgantha apiurukrame kurvanti ahetukim bhaktim itham bhuta guno harihi. So here we see what kind of a bhakti we must be offering. What is this intense practice of devotional service? It's called ahetuki bhakti. Achala bhakti, ahetuki bhakti. Ahetuki bhakti means causeless devotional service or unalloyed devotional service. Means our bhakti to the Lord should not be mixed with anything, with any ask, with any demand, or I should not be doing bhakti for some cause, for some material gain. My bhakti, He's the Supreme Lord. He's my Supreme Father. He's my Supreme Well-Wisher. Whatever I possess is all coming from Him. Just like a mother is not serving the children, mother is not serving the family with with the hope of getting something. She only wants one thing. What is that? Pure love, pure loving exchange. So similarly, so here it says that Atma Rama means even those exalted souls, pure devotees, they are not ordinary souls. Even they are engaged in ahetuki bhakti, unalloyed devotion. Like Prabhupada writes, alloy means it's a mixture of two metals. So unalloyed devotion means devotion without the mixture of any fruitive desire, without asking anything from the Lord. Our bhakti should be towards the Lord like that. So ahetukim bhaktim. Then Prahlad is teaching to his friends. Now here you may think that Atma Ramas are doing ahetuki bhakti. Atma Rama is, they are all very exalted souls. And at that level, this ahetuki bhakti is possible. But here we see a small boy, Prahlad. He is teaching to his friends who are also small children of his age, 5 years, and they are not even devotees. They are just, they are children. They are children belonging to the demon families. So they are nowhere in devotional service, and small children. To them, Prahlad is teaching what kind of bhakti you should perform. He is saying you all should perform Amalaya Bhakti. See the teachings of the Bhagavatam. Even a small child teaching to small children pure devotional service. He is not just teaching bhakti, he is teaching Amalaya Bhakti. And Prabhupada translates this Amalaya Bhakti as spotless devotional service. So he is telling, my dear friends, O son of the demons, you cannot please the Supreme Personality of Godhead by becoming perfect Brahmanas, demigods, or great saints, or by becoming perfectly good in etiquette or vast learning. You cannot please the Lord by all these things. None of these qualifications can awaken the pleasure of the Lord, nor by charity, austerity, sacrifice, cleanliness, or vows can one satisfy the Lord. The Lord is pleased only by Amalaya Bhakti, by unflinching, unalloyed devotion to Him. This is what he is teaching. Amalaya Bhakti. And then, so Achalam Bhaktim, this is what the Bhagavatam is all talking about. Achalam Bhaktim, Ahetukim Bhaktim, Amalaya Bhakti. And then yet in another place, this is teachings of Lord Kapila. So you see, at all levels, the same teaching is being given. So in the teachings of Lord Kapila to his mother Devahuti, he is also saying something similar to Mother Devahuti and to everyone. Bhajanti Ananyaya Bhaktya. Ananyaya Bhaktya means, Anya means, with something else. Ananya means unflinching, without the mixture of anything else. Ananyaya Bhaktya. So here, thus the devotees who worship me, the all-pervading Lord of the universe, in unflinching devotional service, gives up all aspirations to be promoted to the heavenly planets or to become happy in this world with wealth, children, cattle, home, or anything in relationship with the body. I take him to the other side of birth and death. So actually we all know goal of life is to go back to the spiritual world, go back to the Vaikuntha Loka where there is no birth, no death. So this is the qualification needed. It is not just bhakti that will take us there. Yes, bhakti will eventually take us, but eventually, finally, we have to get into this Ananyaya Bhakti. He says, devotees who worship in unflinching devotional service, giving up all aspirations to be promoted to heavenly planet or to become happy in this world with wealth, with children, with cattle, with home, then I take them to the other side of birth and death. And not just in Bhagavatam, actually all bhakti means pure. Prahlad is further saying in the earlier verse that without pure devotional service, everything
is just a show. Because the Lord is pleased only with pure devotional service. That's why that the translation of that first verse of Bhagavatam, dharma proj kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam. Nirmatsaranam, Prabhupada's translation is devotees who are 100% pure in the heart. In the Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna is saying the same thing. Mam chayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. What kind of bhakti yoga we have to perform? Avyabhicharena bhakti. So another avyabhicharena bhakti will make the Lord appear avihi. Avyabhicharena bhakti yogena. Avyabhicharena means no deviation, not thinking this, thinking that, just pure devotion fixed on the Lord. Mind fixed on the Lord. So Prabhupada actually had this pure devotional service in his heart. He was filled, Prabhupada had that pure devotional service in his heart. He was constantly meditating, and this is what he wanted to give to the world. Pure devotional service, pure bhakti. We will soon start singing those two songs during that Prabhupada's Jaladuta voyage. We sing that two songs which Prabhupada wrote on the voyage. First he wrote when he was in the ocean, and the second one he writes when he lands up in the Boston harbor. In the first song that Prabhupada writes, Krishna Tava Punya Hobe Bhai, that song if you remember, in that it's a prayer to the lotus feet of Krishna. In that, the first verse, Prabhupada is first starting the prayer with an offering to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And there, he writes in that verse, he's talking so now basically the question is that if you want Achala Bhakti, Ahetuki Bhakti and Ananya Bhakti and all these different, unshakable, immovable, unalloyed, unflinching devotional service, from where are we going to get it? It is your spiritual master who possesses it, and it's your spiritual master who will give it to you. And Prabhupada is writing this in this prayer, what Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's position was. He was a pure devotee. And he engaged in, we're talking about intense practice of devotional service. He had that intense devotion in him, which Srila Prabhupada got it from him, which Srila Prabhupada is giving us. So he writes in that prayer, Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Sachi Sutta Priya Ati. Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Sachi Sutta Priya Ati. He is very dear to Sachi Sutta, to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna Shivai Jara Tula Nai. And there is no comparison of the kind of devotional service that he is performing to Krishna Seva. And Shei Mohanta Guru. He is not just a guru, he is a Mahanta Guru. Mahanta Guru means he is a great devotee, a stalwart devotee. And what is he doing? Okay, you are calling yourself to be a great devotee. So what are the actions of actions of a great devotee? Jagatera Madhye. He is giving something to this Jagat. What is he giving to the Jagat? Jagatera Madhye Uru Krishna Bhakti De. Thai means in different places all over the world. What is he giving? Krishna Bhakti? Uru Krishna Bhakti. Uru Krishna Bhakti means intense devotion he is giving to everyone in this world. So Uru means intense. So Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is very dear to Gauranga, the son of Mother Sachi, is unparalleled in his service to the Supreme Lord Krishna. He is that great saintly spiritual master who bestows intense devotion to Krishna at different places throughout the world. And that is what Srila Prabhupada had with him. And Srila Prabhupada is also giving us this intense devotional service. He's giving us this pure devotional. So we talk of bhakti, I am doing devotional service. Prabhupada has not just given us bhakti, not just given us devotional service to Krishna. He has given us pure devotional service to Krishna. And he has taught us, if we also engage like this, you will be able to see Krishna one day. Now you may, seeing Krishna, Prabhupada, so how do we begin? Is this artificial, or is this like we're just talking about it and it's all okay, pure devotional service, intensive devotional service, and then Krishna will become visible? Are these high-flying things? No. It is possible if you follow the steps, the process that Srila Prabhupada has given. I'll just read 2 quotes of Srila Prabhupada and see what Prabhupada is writing. Look at the confidence, the conviction that Prabhupada carried with him. Prabhupada says, people call me that I have become very successful. There's no credit to myself. There's only one thing that if there's any credit to me, and that if there's any credit for myself, that is, I followed the instructions of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur as it is, and I believed in his words. I simply believed in the words of my spiritual master. So just like Prabhupada simply believed in the words of the spiritual master, we must also actually believe in the words of Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada writes, now we are talking of seeing the Lord, like the demigods are seeing Eva, Avihi, the Lord, the Supreme Lord has appeared. So how do we see the Lord? So Prabhupada writes, one should not artificially try to see the form of the Lord while chanting Hare Krishna. But when the chanting is performed offenselessly, the Lord will automatically reveal himself to the view of the chanter. The chanter therefore has to concentrate on hearing the vibration, and without extra endeavor on his part, the Lord will automatically appear. You see, the Lord will appear automatically without any extra endeavor if we simply concentrate on hearing. And he says automatically appear, and the Lord will automatically reveal. Revelation and appearance all automatically. This is what Prabhupada's conviction is. And one last one. This is also he's writing, now see, Prabhupada is writing in a letter to his devotee. So he's addressing all of us. In a letter to his devotee, look at the conviction, the strength that, the conviction that Prabhupada has and that he's wanting his disciples to follow, which he's giving to his disciples. So now, very strictly now maintain our principles by chanting 16 rounds on the beats. Now this is a very simple instruction. Very simple instruction. Chanting 16 rounds on beats, reading our books, working in every second of your life for serving Krishna. You should always be engaged in Krishna service. This sincere attitude, this is the important thing. This sincere attitude will make you more and more advanced, and one day Krishna will reveal himself to you face to face. One day, so Krishna will reveal himself to us face to face. See, the demigods, they just followed what Brahma said. Okay, now, you've done this offense, start praying to the Lord. They started praying to the Lord, and by following the instructions of Brahma, the Lord appeared. Similarly, we have, Brahma was there. Brahma is the father of demigods. He is the spiritual master. So similarly, Krishna, Srila Prabhupada is our spiritual master. We simply have to follow his instructions, have full faith, 100% in his words. And if we do these simple things, chanting 16 rounds, maintaining a sincere attitude, reading books of Srila Prabhupada, all these things Prabhupada is mentioning, Lord will automatically reveal, Lord will automatically appear. He will appear face to face in front of a devotee. Just like Lord Hari has appeared in front of all the devatas. So these are some of the things. We'll stop here. Grantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanand.